Hello my friends, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I am broke as a joke. After spending millions and millions of rubles on hideout upgrades, I'm left with only one choice. I gotta get back out there and make more rubles so I can spend them on my hideout, of course. All I recommend for this one is just bring the biggest bag you can, a decent sized rig, body armor and gun, that's obvious. But one thing you do need is some money so you can take the car extract. Let's hop into woods, my friends, and I'll see you there. As you can see, we are approaching the village now. I quickly want to tell you why this is, in my opinion, the... Okay, we got a scav shooting me through the good old grass. These guys are wild these days. Can't even see them. But the main reason why I absolutely love this loot run is because it has the car extract right next to it, and you're gonna get a ton of loot from this one, which means you're gonna be heavy as hell. So you don't have to go very far to get to the car extract, which spawns there every single raid. But let's get to the loot. We're gonna start off on this side of the village here, and there is this little mud hole. And underneath this little jumping pad here, where the food is, you can get stuff like gold chains and bullets and food, which includes sugar, which we'll talk about a little later. I thought I heard footsteps, but I guess not. So first things first, once you get in through the gates, start checking surfaces. As you can see right here, there's a ton of loot, or a ton of loose loot around all these buildings here. So start by checking the surfaces. This here as well, on this pallets and inside of this tarp. Here we go. We're gonna move into this little shack here. There's a toolbox spawn here. Quick thing, as you guys know, with the latest wipe, the containers are all randomized. So sometimes these toolboxes won't be here. Sometimes there's gonna be only one of them, and so on and so forth. So keep that in mind. I might miss something, but it is what it is. And also this table here and this bench here can spawn some loose loot as well. Pretty sure we had some shots close by, so I am a little bit wary of other players. But we're gonna move across here. This door is not supposed to be open, but I think it was a scav. At least I hope it was. We're gonna move into this one. This here is also a toolbox. Every single toolbox you see, 100% loot them. Never skip a toolbox. This table here can spawn bullets, but also barter items, and I believe food as well. And there's another toolbox spawn here. It feels weird saying toolbox spawn, I'm just not used to it. And also this table here has industrial loot on it, or barter items. Quick scope around. And let's get into the building. On this coat rack here, or coat hanger, you can find an AK spawn. And now we're gonna check the counters here and a table where food spawns. These used to spawn valuables. I don't think it does anymore. I still check them, but I don't think it's actually spawning anything these days. So check the table. Hover over it, because sometimes you get sugar. And like I said, or like I was about to say before, sugar is about 15 to 20k per slot right now, or per sugar, which is one slot, aka per slot. But in about a month or two, they're gonna skyrocket up to like 50-60k. So what I'm doing is I take every single sugar, I don't sell any of it, and I just go and stash them, and I'll sell them later. Anyway, check this little couch here for bullets spawning on it. Once you get into this room, there's a duffel bag here, and inside this cardboard box and around it is a bunch of electronic spawns, including Tetrises and GPUs, so definitely keep that in mind. I'm gonna close my window because there's someone mowing lawn. Alright, we're back. I don't know if you could even hear it, but I'm sorry if you did. Check this table as well. All kinds of loose loot, mostly food though. And also, every time you see this bed with this kind of cover hanging over it, check underneath, because sometimes stuff spawns underneath it. And all you're gonna see is this little white dot, like this. As you can see here, it pops up, and sometimes you have to go prone to pick it up. And the spawns are always gonna be some sort of valuable. And I'm gonna need a new set of pants. The thing about destroying scavs is that you can get vests off of them. For example, this scav vest goes for 20-30k sometimes, so if you have room for a scav vest, always pick it up. And also, right there is a valuable spawns where the money is. This loot run is really not going my way right now, but I'm gonna suffer through it. Anyway, I am stumbling on my words. Duffel bag spawns here sometimes, valuables sometimes over there. And there's also a duffel bag here. There's no loose loot on this side of the staircase. As far as I know, I don't think I've ever seen anything here. But just remember that in that corner where the money was, there's a chance for valuables as well. So let's get out of here. And we're going to continue on to that one. I try and always end the loot run with either that building here or that one here. One great thing about this loot run specifically is that you get a spawn right there and right back there, so you can literally spawn right next to the village and do this run in like 8 to 10 minutes and take the car extract, and you'll be golden, and you can make between 500,000 to 1 million rubles. So check these surfaces here for loose loot, this here, and there's sometimes a toolbox on top of this, and these shelves as well. Once you get in here, bullets or food on this, and food usually on the table. Duffel bags can be here. These little corner shelves here can spawn valuables or money as well, and then more food or bullets and stuff like that on there. Also food here. Keep in mind that the food spawns can always be a moonshine, so it's rare, but it can happen. So once again, check the underneath the bed. There's a valuable spawn inside this little thing. I don't know what that's called off the top of my head. And then another bed here. Unfortunately, we get no rare spawns this time. And then more ammunition here. You can also see under the bed, but I usually just go over, hover over it, and then hope for the best. You can also peek behind this door. Sometimes there's a toolbox here. This time looks like it's here, and then loose loot on the table. And as you can see, I've looted 2 buildings and my bag's already full. Plus there's stuff inside the vest as well. There's also more stuff in the back there, but I never loot that, so I'm not gonna include that in the run, because like I said, I never loot it, so that would be misleading. And this is the best house out of all of them. Once again, stuff spawns inside of this little blue thing here, blue bin, and then a grenade box can spawn here as well. The scavs are pretty annoying here, not gonna lie, especially if they spawn in a big horde. But once again, we're gonna go around the building and look on any surface here. They can all spawn all kinds of industrial loot. If you get like a hose or something, that's like 80k right now. And then we're gonna get into the shack here. I always check inside of this cardboard box. I don't know if it actually spawns anything, but there can be ammo spawns over here. It's only 20 bullets though, so I'm not gonna drop it. And then food and ammunition can spawn on these boxes as well. Or surfaces, they're not really boxes, are they? Barrels. And then shelves over here as well, and then a chance for a toolbox. And here's a relay as well, which is good money. This toolbox isn't here quite often. Sorry, sometimes this toolbox is not here, but it is quite often, I meant to say. It is 9 AM and I haven't slept a single minute, so excuse my stumbling on the words. Toolbox can spawn over here at the door, which is new. That didn't used to happen, or that wasn't there before. And then this little bench where the hammer is, there's also loose industrial loot chance there as well. And then check the tables here. Quite unfortunate that I'm not finding a moonshine. But yeah, check the tables. Come here, check the bench. As you can see, I found food. There can be bullets as well. And good thing about woods, I've noticed that there are a ton of good bullets, like a ton of spawns for bullets, but they're also like decent bullets. They're not just garbage. And I'm really failing to speak. So, looks like this is about it. I checked this here. I don't... Actually, I'm not sure if there's any spawns here, but I always check it. And also, grenade box can spawn there as well. Or was it an ammo box? I think it was a grenade box. You always want to check the grenade boxes, because you may find M67 grenades, which are 20-30k on the flea market, depending on the time of day. And that's it. As you can see, 41 kgs of loot. That doesn't really say anything, but we found a ton of loot. And now all we have to do is run to the car and extract. This scav has over 100 XP, so I'm going to check them. That's what I usually do. It means they have a chance of having something decent on them. I don't think that's worth anything, but I might as well grab it. And yeah, I'm gonna throw everything on the screen, how much money I made, and that's the whole run. Just run up here, you pay for the car. Let me know what you guys think about this loot route. I really hope you enjoyed the video, my friends. If you wouldn't mind a little subscription, a little like wouldn't hurt at all. I would be very grateful, and I will catch you in the next one, my friends. Take care.